Okay, now how did you and Naked Music come to be?
How did we come together?
Hmm.
Funny enough, I had my demo tape a couple years ago. I just had some demo tapes and demo CDs. And my bass player's name is Kari Simmons.
Hmm.
He now plays for India Ari, but at the time, he was my bass player. He says, yeah, I ran into a guy named Jay Dennis, and he has this really cool dance label, so when you go to New York, here's his number, you should call him. And so I was like, okay. I didn't know Jay Dennis from, the next man.
Right.
And I just was like, okay, well, let me just run into this studio space. Let me just run up on this CEO,
Right.
and say, listen to my stuff. What do you think?
Right.
And when he heard it, he really was like, wow, I really like this stuff. And, coming off the fact that, I had just had a hit record in Europe that I had a song called King of My Castle
Hmm.
with this group called the Wamdu Project.
Right.
It sold over 2 million copies and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I want to try to do something in the States, and I want to, work with, an American label, but an American label that will understand what I'm trying to do.
Hmm.
And, they didn't put any handcuffs on me or anything, but, I played it for him, he liked it, and we just moved on from there.
Okay, great. Now, is this true? A lot of people may not know that you've worked with artists like Ceelo and
Yeah.
Esthero and Jagged Edge. Now, when I see Jagged Edge, I'm thinking Jodeci. See,
Right?
so what? Casey and that they weren't available.
No.
Or?
Come on, hey.
Okay. Okay.
They just weren't picking up the phone. I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
Yeah, being in Atlanta, you get the opportunity to work with a lot of different people, and it was just very strange. But one of my production profile CDs ended up in the hands of Ceelo's wife.
Mhm.
And she was just riding around listening to it like it was regular music in her car one day. And Ceelo borrowed her car. And when he turned on the radio, Moon's Glow was playing, which is the last song on my album.
Mhm.
And it was playing on the radio, and he was like, who is this? And he went to his wife, whose CD is this? And, 6 degrees of separation. Ceelo got back to us, and I was like, I want to work with you guys, me and my partner, Eric. Eric Stimuli. He was like, I want you guys to mix my record. I want you guys to work on a record with me. And we were like, cool,
Right.
So, we did his whole first record in our house.
Wow. Really?
Yes, it was the most hilarious, most it was a fun, off the cuff experience, but we needed to see if we could do it.
Okay.
And that turned out to be a really good project. And along the way, Jermaine Dupri heard some of our stuff, and a friend of ours basically snuck us one of Jagged Edge acapellas.
Right.
And we did a remix of Let's Get Married. We did a dance remix to Let's Get Married.
Oh, really?
And we got it out to Jermaine Dupri.
Mhm.
Jermaine heard the mix, and he told them, stop the presses, don't press up the vinyl. We need to get this mix on the Jagged Edge vinyl because this is going to be a really good, dance song. And it actually did pretty well. And he called us back to do a dance remix for every single that Jagged Edge had after that. From Promise to Where to Party At with Nelly and Goodbye. And it was just really, it was a really fun time. And we had a lot of fun working with them. We had a lot of fun working with Ceelo. I mean, Ceelo is so hilarious.
Right.
If you ever get to meet Ceelo in person, he is such a character. He's such a lovable guy. And, he's so creative, though. He's incredibly creative, but he doesn't know how to rope himself in. You ever meet some of those people that are so creative, they need somebody around to be like, okay, stop.
Right.
Enough.
Calm
Leave
down.
the track alone. You don't need the 157th vocal track. You don't need it. It's fine. We have enough of a choir of you.
Right. Okay, well, that's music trivia I did not know. So
Yeah.
That's great. Now, what did you work on with Esthero?
Well, Esthero had an EP out, and she has this song called OG, the B word. I don't know if I can say that.
Yeah, sure you can.
She has this song called OG Bitch.
Right, uh-huh.
And, and she basically wrote the song, and, Warner Brothers contacted us, and, they said, could you do a dance remix of this, and we ended up doing like a really cool breakbeat remix for Esthero's single or vinyl single for the EP called OG Bitch.
Right.
And it was really, really cool because she has such a great voice, and like her record recently came out a couple weeks ago. It's such a well done record. But we're on that vinyl, and it came out I think last year. But it was really, really cool, and I think we're gonna work with her again.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get together and do something.
Okay. I can see that. I can see
Yeah.
that. You both personally, you know, in your music anyway, have that kind of personality. It's like take no prisoners, you know, it is what it is. Just deal with it.
You gotta love her, man. You gotta love her. Like, you know, perseverance was there. You know, it's hard coming up that road in the music industry, man.
Right, I bet it is.
Be a woman and being, you know, very steadfast with your art and how you want to represent yourself and things like that, and not giving in. You know, like, there are some of us out here, you know, we're trying to do it without being naked. We're trying to do it with the clothes on a promise. A promise.
Right. Well, how do you feel about that? Because, you know, it's image driven, I guess you could say, and you've got people who you can't really sing, but you know they're cute and everything, and
I mean, you know, look, I think like I think a lot of people have to realize that, okay, saying that somebody can't, everybody can sing.
Okay.
You know, for real, like as much as that sounds weird to say,
right?
Everybody can sing. There are varying degrees of vocal capability.
Oh,
Everybody
okay.
can sing, but not everybody is capable of doing everything that, you know, other people can do. Like you're not going to expect Britney Spears to do an India Ari run.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not going to, you know, but there are some people that like Britney Spears. You know why? Because they could sing just like her.
Ah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Think about it. You know?
Yeah.
They, you know, because when they're in the shower, they sound just like Britney, and she gives them hope.
Right.
That one day, maybe they, too, can be the next
Britney.
The next Britney.
Okay, well, I don't know about that, because I can't sing either.
Am I full of it right now?
I'm saying,
a little
you know, I'm about to bust out in song here to prove that right. Because if I start singing Falling, you'll be, okay, well, let me just, you know, rethink that whole theory. Because it wouldn't be pretty.
Hard.
Okay.
You know, sometimes you just got to, you know, grab people and kind of stroke them across the back, like, oh, it's okay, baby.
Right.
Maybe I was wrong.
Right. That would be exactly what would happen, believe me. Okay. This is just like, we're just going to have this giggle fest, you know what I mean? Put some beats behind this, I'm telling you.
For real. I'm trying to tell you, it's a hit. Hey, I've heard crazier things become a hit on the radio, I promise.
Right. Oh, yeah. If they can whisper, we can giggle. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God, yes. If they can whisper. There's a song out right now that I could not believe. I think it's called Shake That Laffy Taffy. Have you heard this song?
No.
I promise. I swear to God, there's a song called Shake That Laffy Taffy.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, okay. What? I'm in the wrong business. Like,
Really?
What am I doing? I need to be doing brunch club music right now.
Laffy Taffy?
Shake That Laffy Taffy.
Well, first of all, what is a Laffy Taffy? Do I have a Laffy Taffy?
I don't know.
Do I need to get one?
If I ever have a Laffy Taffy, I want someone to tell me, and I'm trying to get rid of it immediately.
Right.
I don't want any man coming up to me telling me, hey, shake that Laffy Taffy, girl.
Oh, my God.
I don't want you to shake that Laffy. I would be so offended if somebody told me to shake my Laffy Taffy.
I know.
I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I think I'd go home and, like, you know, stay there for like a month and a half.
Really?
Trying to figure out how I got a Laffy Taffy somewhere behind me.
I think I would honestly be confused because I wouldn't know whether to be insulted or what.
Exactly.
Do I slap him? Do I thank him?
Exactly.
What do I do? But, okay.
You know, do I buy you a drink after that?
Right.
Shake your Laffy Taffy. Oh, thank you. What a drink. I mean, what do I do after you say this to me?
It's crazy. It's
My God.
really crazy. It's really crazy.